In the booth with Tim Swartz and Brian Benefitemi, I'm Blake Suniga, and we're glad to have you along for the ride.
And now, here are your starting lineups as we get ready for the tip-off just moments away.
And this contest is a glimpse into the future, two of the up-and-coming teams in the league.
Yeah, there are a lot of exciting players in this one. For these young stars, it's about being consistent.
Yeah, and that's the biggest issue you'll see with new players, rookie players, is being solid, bringing the same energy and effort every night.
Now here's Plum. Hamby sets a screen. 6 to shoot.
Back to Brink.
Jackson. She's covered by Mitchell.
And it's good. Rakia Jackson for 3.
Always nice to get the first lead of the game.
Yeah, relaxes a team a little bit when you're not having to play catch-up right away.
Pass to Mitchell. Out to the wing. Here's Boston. That one falls, coming off Kelsey Mitchell's feet.
Well, sometimes you have a player like Mitchell. She draws so much attention. It allows teammates to get open.
And we're about 1 minute into the first. The shot by Stevens, no good. Clark outside. Pass to Hole. Mitchell buries it from three-point range.
She has really deep range. Mitchell's offensive game starts with that three-point shot. It forces defenders to pick her up at half court.
Here's Plum. Outside Stevens.
Now here's Brink.
No good with the layup.
Caitlin Clark outside.
Hamby grabs the miss. And it's the Sparks ball.
And the 2-time 6th player of the year. You can't deny the impact of De'Erica Hamby.
Yeah, now she's too good to win that award. You have to start Hamby. A huge part of the Aces' first title team in 2022. Really, to me, one of the most underrated and overlooked players in the league.
Clark with it.
On the wing, Kelsey Mitchell.
Tried to come right back with the three of her own, but it's no good. And the basket by Hamby.
Nimble move by Hamby, getting around the contact into the shot.
Now a timeout called by Indiana.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first.
Pass to Boston.
Back to Clark.
Boston sets a screen.
Indiana again missing. The Sparks with the lead. Here's Jackson. The shot's good.
With the size advantage as big as it was right there, that's exactly what she should do in that situation. Take it strong to the middle.
Indiana with the ball. Here's Clark. And she lays it straight in.
It's so hard to contain her. I mean, she just gets it done however she has to do it.
Now the Sparks with it. Outside Plum to the paint. Hamby kicks it out to Plum. It's good from long range.
And this is the mindset Plum has to possess, because when she buries quick shots, it gets her going.
Mitchell outside. Clark outside. Got it. Good job in the low post.
She's so good at recognizing where the openings are and getting that ball to the rim.
And here's Plum. She's got 6. To the middle.
And stolen by Boston.
They're running. Here's the 3.
And that one's good. It's Caitlin Clark for 3.
The easy look off the pass from Howard. Great awareness. Leads to the bucket.
I know the Sparks, the organization, and the fans are thrilled to have Cameron Brink, the second overall pick in the 2024 draft.
And she's the type of player LA is going to build around. In college, a national champion as a freshman, first-team All-American as a senior. Brink is known for her defense, an incredible shot blocker, and that's the basis for the Sparks defense.
Indiana trailing. Clark outside. Pass to Mitchell. Fires the 3. The Sparks grab the miss. Now here's Plum.
Brink.
Hole defending. Hamby outside. Lays it up and banks it in.
Never a bad idea to get it to Hamby inside. She's almost automatic from there.
Now Clark. 7 points in the game. Outside Howard. Hole for 3.
And it's rebounded by Kelsey Plum.
And the call is going to be, an illegal screen.
Very close call there on the illegal screen.
But I'd go along with it. To me, it didn't really look like her feet were set.
Indiana with the ball, trailing by 5. Clark outside. And they're going to count the bucket and send her to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
And when you look at the last few WNBA Finals matchups, it looks like we're in the super team era, fellas.
Oh, absolutely. Free agency playing a major role in who wins it all. New York and Vegas last year adding major pieces via big-time signings in the offseason.
And top-end talent is ultimately what wins in the playoffs. I think we'll continue to see super teams get formed.
And it's the Sparks ball. Pass to Burrell. Here's Talbot. Aleman with it. Shot clock at 6. Off target from outside. So it's Indiana now. Clark. She's guarded by Aleman. Here's Hole. No good. That would have tied it. Here's Talbot. She's covered by Mitchell. Talbot, no good. From deep. The Fever rebound. Clark outside. Here's Burrell. She's covered by Clark. Spins. Past Alama. Hamby sets a screen. Shot clock at 5. Score it. Her 3rd straight basket in 3 attempts.
Check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates on the same page.
Indiana with the ball. A 4-point game. Now Hull from outside the arc hits the 3-point bomb.
Stretching the floor. Hull, a strong three-point shooter.
Now here's Aleman.
Quiet so far offensively, searching for first points of the game. Hamby for three. And she's good on the three ball. And we've got an injury on the floor. Very unfortunate, as always, guys. Don't like to see this.
Yeah, and from the look of her face, she's in a lot of pain.
Clearly, and it looks like she's coming out of the game to get it checked out.
And the Sparks making a change here. Clark,
She's guarded by Aleman.
three-pointer. It's hauled in by the Sparks.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky she was off.
I just hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard her, they're going to have serious problems.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
Well, I just think an illegal screen, it's one of the toughest calls for an official to make.
Yeah, you have to appreciate how difficult a job they have to do when it comes to making calls like that. It's not as easy as people might think.
And the refs in this league just do a great job.
Clark can't get it to go. Here's Burrell.
Over Mitchell. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Sparks ahead. They're up by 6. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter 2. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Sparks. Guys?
Really hard work being put in from the glass by them from the get-go.
Yeah, everyone's done a great job boxing out for them here, and it's showing up on the stat sheet.
Clark outside.
Boston inside. Brink covering.
Yep, that goes.
That kind of power move has become a trademark to hers.
The Sparks leading.
Aleman with it.
No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. Talbot. Holmes.
She's covered by Cunningham.
And count the basket. She was fouled, and she's going to the line for one more. She's getting her first free throw attempt of the game here. Indiana with the ball. They trail by 7. Clark outside. Pass to Mitchell.
And there's the foul. It's on Boston.
That is her first foul of the game. And the Sparks with possession here. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game.
Now here's Aleman.
Guarded closely.
Right side Brink.
4 on the clock. Alema. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
Pass to Hull.
From past the arc.
The shot is good on the assist from Caitlin Clark.
A textbook feed to Hull, who was all set up, ready to shoot.
Now here's Aleman.
She's covered by Clark. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
Now here's Clark. 10 points for her. From 7. And she was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws for her.
Tough question here for you guys.
Who is the best shooter in the league?
Well, I'm going to go with the easy answer. Sabrina Ionescu led the league in threes made last year and shot it at 45%. I mean, we're talking about volume. We're talking about efficiency. 45%. That was third best in the league.
I second that. Plus, at 2024 NBA All-Star Weekend, the Walnut Creek Wonder almost beat Steph in that three-point shootout. Well, you just have to be excited about Aaliyah Boston, a young woman with tons of skills. She dominated in college, and she's going to dominate in the WNBA.
Timeout called the Sparks.
And the Fever making a change here. Quarter 2, and we're about 2 minutes in.
Pass to Brink.
And the three ball is good.
Look, I'm not sure who was supposed to pick her up, but someone's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving her that wide open.
On the wing, Sophie Cunningham.
Indiana again missing. Down low.
Brink.
And a foul called on the shot. Got her on the way up that time, so she'll shoot two.
And you know, when Brink is on the floor, she adds multiple dimensions to this offense.
Her defense gets a lot of attention, but she does so much offensively. She's great in the post, she can spot up, and she's come a long way as a passer.
The first one falls.
You're talking about the young Cameron Brink. She's already an elite shot blocker.
Well, it's rare for a player to come into the league with an elite top-end skill. But Brink has that combination of length and smarts, reads the game so well. Cameron's going to be a menace defensively for years.
And she can't hit the second. Indiana trailing.
Yes, what an assist from Caitlin Clark.
And when Hull spots a lane to the rim, I mean, she will take it. Fantastic initiative.
And here is Alemán. She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Fades and shoots.
Brink's shot is off.
Indiana with the ball. Pass to Clark. Back to Mitchell. Lets the three fly. Does not score again, and that's her fourth miss against one mate. And here is Alemán. Burrell. She's covered by Clark. Here's Burrell. Just 5 on the clock. Inside.
Brink, the shot is good.
The second she got around the pick and shook her man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very well done.
And just over 3.5 minutes played in this second quarter.
Cunningham left side.
This one for 3. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
Well, Cunningham is a taller guard, which makes her a tough cover for most other guards in the league.
Now here's Alemán.
Tight defense on her. Knocked loose and stolen by Mitchell. Now the Fever moving it up. Cunningham with the bucket.
A quality passer at her position. Howard enjoys finding her teammates in their spots.
Now Alemán. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
Pass to Brink.
And she uses the glass on the layup.
Guys, she is a scoring machine. And I know I'm not the only one to describe her that way.
Clark outside.
Cunningham with it.
Back to Clark. Offline with the three.
I'm not sure why she keeps trying her luck from deep. It's just not working for her.
Alema.
Caitlin Clark pulls it in. And here's Indiana.
It's a 5-point game.
Aleman with it.
Now Mitchell defending.
Now here's Aleman.
D right on her. Up and in. It's good. First basket of the game for her. 1 for 4 shooting. Timeout called the Fever. Both teams deciding to change it up. So it's Indiana now. They trail by 7.
On the wing, Ari McDonald.
Indiana again missing. And here are the Sparks now.
Here's Brink.
That's in. It's her 5th field goal, and she's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Here's Colson.
On the wing, Sophie Cunningham.
Nailed from three-point land.
Well, the D sagged off, and no hesitation on her part to rise up and bury the three.
One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend.
Here's Talbot.
Looking for her first basket still in this one. Clock at 6. She gets that one.
That's a great example of Stevens' comfortability and focus around the basket. So effective down there.
Here's the Fever with the ball. Mitchell up top. She's guarded by Plum. From the arc. Jackson pulls it in.
She's having all sorts of problems with her shots.
Yeah, the words ice and cold come to mind with the way she's shooting the ball.
Hits it and gets hacked. That's a three-point play opportunity.
Well, no task is too tall for Stevens because she'll fight through contact all day if she has to.
So it's Indiana now. 11-point game.
On the wing, Sophie Cunningham.
Off target with the three. Doubled by Howard. To the right side. Outside Plum. 5 to shoot. Shoots over Clark. Howard with the rebound.
Not sure what the D was doing there. She's not the player to give open looks to, but they got away with it that time. They've gotten a lot of extra possessions because of their rebounding edge.
It's been a lot, and I think it's made the difference in this game because they've done great work on the boards. That pass led her so perfectly, she didn't even have to break stride.
Outside Howard. Back to Clark. Shoots over Plum. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it did not work. Not if it results in that shot.
Pass to Talbot. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Kelsey Plum. That will count. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. So we conclude the first half. Sparks ahead, leading by 14. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. Welcome back to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the final two quarters.
And it's been an outstanding game here from Cameron Brink.
She played a very smart game offensively, looking for and finding gaps in the defense and always looking for the best shot possible.
Yeah, the way she played that first half, well, that's exactly what we're talking about when we talk about being efficient on offense.
And the exciting Rickea Jackson taken 4th overall in the 2024 draft.
Well, she's got a reputation in college that she earned as an electric scorer, about 18 points per game, which is a huge number in college over her career. Jackson can get buckets from all three levels, and it's 6'2". Her length, it's kind of a matchup problem for a lot of guards.
And, you know, even before coming to the WNBA, Kelsey Mitchell was an established star. When she finished her college career, she was second all-time in points.
And the first one drops.
And one thing that makes this game so fascinating is all the different styles you can incorporate. You know, what do you think is the best for winning, though, Brian?
Well, you know me. I love to grind it out. Slower pace, that's what wins come playoff time.
Yeah, maybe like in the 90s, Brian. I prefer teams that pick up the pace, take a lot of threes, and can outrun you.
Now here's Plum. Drops it in from 11 feet.
And this is the challenge of defending such a gifted scorer like Kelsey Plum. If you don't give her shots, she's going to find them.
Screen by Howard. Caitlin Clark with the three. The three-pointer is on target.
Coach has to be furious. Obviously, a defensive lapse there. She is automatic from deep. If you leave her wide open, big mistake.
Now here's Plum. 10 points for her. And she can't answer back the three-pointer offline. Here's Clark. That falls. Nice feed that time from Natasha Howard.
Well, she, for one, hasn't let them down, but a few of her teammates need to pick up the pace and pick it up fast.
The Sparks leading. Outside Plum.
Right side Brink.
Well-timed pass and goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Yeah, it's the tall frame of Stevens that allows her to see the floor so well and distribute accordingly.
Mitchell outside. Off the mark there with the three.
Jackson outside.
Now here's Plum. There's a screen by Stevens.
Pass to Brink.
Now here is Stevens. Top of the key jumper, no good. Clark outside. Good work there as it goes.
Those 2 points, almost a sure thing when they're able to get the ball inside to that position.
And the Sparks call time here.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter.
Jackson outside.
Back to Plum.
Pass to Brink.
Stevens in the post. Howard's there.
Brink.
Drops it in from 11 feet.
She's carrying a lot of the load offensively, and normally that's good news for them.
Boston outside.
Foul called that time on the way up, and that'll give her 2 chances at the free throw line.
That's on Cameron Brink.
Well, we saw this with Boston even back in college. She does a great job of drawing fouls.
And she knocks down the first one. No good on the second, so she hits 1 of 2. Here's Talbot. She's covered by Mitchell. Outside Plum. Over Boston. Rebounded by the Fever. And the call will be against Mitchell. That's her first foul.
Great play to sacrifice her body, take the charge, giving up her body for the team.
And really a heads-up play as well. Reads the play nicely and gets in the perfect position.
Now here's Brink.
16 points for her. Pass to Talbot. 6 on the shot clock. There's the lob to the hoop. A flawless finish on the alley-oop.
Get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook.
Perfectly done. She put it on a platter for her.
Bon appetit, and what touch on the finish.
They get it back.
Mitchell outside. Clark. To the inside. Stevens grabs the board. And here are the Sparks now. Here's Jackson. Goes back up. And that's good. A nice job on the glass, and they pick up the 2 on the second effort.
Not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
And it'll happen again and again if they don't put more effort into boxing out.
And that's what it's all about, Brian. Rebounding, effort.
So it's the Sparks now, leading by 12.
Brink.
And it's good. Assisting on the play was Kelsey Plum.
Oh, man, she is so good at making those lead passes.
Mitchell left side. From deep. That shot off the mark.
Those have been some terrible shot choices, Blake. That was not good at all.
Outside Plum.
Stevens the screen.
Kelsey Plum drives in. The 3. Talbot. And she banks in the layup.
Terrific job to convert the putback. She stayed with that play from start to finish, and that's something we say about her a lot.
Shot's good by Clark.
Such a sharpshooter. That's almost a layup for her. So wide open.
Outside Stevens. Pass to Plum. Talbot.
Jackson outside.
And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
3's going down quickly at both ends.
What an answer. You come at me with the 3, I'm coming right back.
Everybody gets a 3. You're just asking for trouble if you let her roam free in 3-point range.
Now Talbot.
Outside Stevens. Pass to Jackson. Back to Stevens. Plum. And the Sparks, another 3.
Well, if you hit a 3 on Plum's team, you just know Kelsey wants to respond in kind.
Well, with the career Kelsey Plum has had, it's safe to say she's lived up to the hype.
Multiple-time All-Star, league MVP, 2 titles. Yeah, I'd say she has. Clearly one of the most complete and popular players in the league. Well, there's the court vision from Kelsey Plum. I mean, it's just off the charts.
The Fever really having a tough go here. Pass to Howard. Mitchell. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And she'll take her 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And she makes the first. And the Sparks will go for a different look here. Both shots good from the stripe. So it's the Sparks now. It's a 16-point game. Past Alema. And here's Burrell. Shot clock at 6. Puts up a 3. Now here's Aleman. She's covered by Clark. Aleman with it. Another shot, and the shot is good. Indiana with the ball. They trail by 18. Mitchell outside. Indiana again missing. Here's Burrell. And so she draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Caitlin Clark picks one up.
And first trip to the free throw line for her in this one.
2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Both good at the line. Caitlin Clark with the 3. Got it off in time, but it's no good. At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead, and this one may already have been decided. The Sparks on top, delivering the blowout. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. Welcome back as the fourth quarter is right ahead. Not exactly a close contest here. Now the Sparks with it. They lead by 20, and that's the most we've seen. Now here's Aleman. She's guarded closely. Shoots over Clark. Aleman, shot is off. To the wing, right side. And Clark gets the 3.
I mean, that shot just becomes effortless for her when the defense is so relaxed like that.
And the Sparks with possession here. Dangerfield outside. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Mitchell outside. Misses the 3.
The defense has nothing to worry about out there with her shooting because she just can't dial it in from deep this half.
Aleman with the steal. Now the Sparks moving it up. Here's Dangerfield. Good D by Natasha Howard. And it's the fever ball. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
Here's Burrell.
Here's Talbot.
Caitlin Clark with the board.
And she doesn't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions.
Shoots.
They get it again. Past a hole.
Shoots the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
It has been a three-point barrage for them since halftime.
Yeah, I don't know if it's been by design or by accident, but either way, it's been impressive.
Maybe the coach just went up to the locker room chalkboard and just put a number 3 out there. Well, she can give it as good as she gets.
We're seeing some gamesmanship right now. Answers right back with a 3 of her own.
Now here's Clark. And she can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. And the call will be against Kelsey Mitchell. That'll be her second foul of the game. So both teams changing it up here.
Substitution on the court.
So it's the Sparks now. They lead by 17.
Substitution for Los Angeles. Number 10, Kelsey Plum.
Here's Plum. They set the screen. Pass to Holmes. Yep, that one goes.
She didn't have to slow down at all. That lead pass was timed perfectly.
A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Screen by Howard.
Caitlin Clark with the 3.
Here's Howard. And there's 2 points. Work on the glass, paying off that time.
Check out the heart and hustle from Howard on the glass. She's good at creating second chance opportunities.
Here's Alema.
Pass to Burrell.
Beyond the arc. And it's out of bounds. The Sparks able to retain possession here.
Los Angeles. Substitution for the Sparks. Azure Stevens. Jackson.
We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in.
I love it. Keep shooting. As the threes keep dropping for her, she'll keep shooting. Keep shooting.
As she should. Look, when you're having the kind of day she's having from long range, why not just keep firing them?
Yeah, I'd say that shot was well within her range.
I hope so. There's nothing like a one-footer.
Mitchell outside. Good on the triple.
That play shows you that Mitchell doesn't have to be ball dominant to be effective. She can just catch and shoot.
And the foul called on Caitlin Clark.
That's foul number 2 for her.
Team foul. Into the lineup for Los Angeles. Number 22, Cameron.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in this fourth quarter. Pass to Stevens. Again, the Sparks good for 2.
Loves to grow and improve. Stevens is always looking to add another wrinkle to her game, and that catch and shoot's pretty deadly.
Now here's Clark. And they're the Fever with another bucket.
Great piece of work to get to the hoop. She tore the D to shreds.
And that's a foul called on Aaliyah Boston.
That's foul number 2 for her.
And the next foul will put them in the bonus.
And you know they'll be trying to draw that next one quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the line and get some easy buckets.
3 from the inbound. Stevens, that's good.
A prototypical stretch 4. Stevens' range extends way beyond the three-point line.
Boston sets a screen. Clark, that one's good.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
I wasn't sure they should try to get the 3 right back like that, but hey, it worked out for them.
Here's Jackson. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Kelsey Plum.
She's having one of those days where if she takes it, she makes it.
Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Howard. Now the Fever moving it up. Here's Cunningham. Rebound by the Sparks. Up top, Plum. She's covered by Clark. So she gets the whistle. Contact on the way up. 2 shots next.
First personal foul. 4th team foul. At the line for the away team, Cameron. 2 shots.
And she can't get the first one. She hits the second from the line. And here's Clark. Launches it. Stevens grabs the board.
You gotta have a cooler head than that.
You're one to talk. Anyways, that was clearly just a frustration foul. She needs to take a few deep breaths. And so do you, Tim.
And the first one at the line is good.
You know, when we talk about players who just get better during the offseason, that put in the work, Kelsey Plum has got to be high on that list.
Yeah, she was the first overall pick back in 2017, and she struggled her first few years. Didn't shoot a great percentage, but Plum's really improved on her game. She's been top 5 in most improved player 3 different times, and now one of the best scoring guards in the W.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Fever will retain possession. So both teams making some changes here. Oop, anticipated the pass, turnover. Here's Alema. That one drops for her.
They are putting the hammer down. Just a huge lead for them.
And it doesn't matter if we're talking about their offense or their defense because it has all been working for them.
Yeah, to build this lead, you have to do both.
Indiana again missing.
You can tell she thought that triple was going to fall.
She's just shaking her head after that miss.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Outside Plum. No good from outside. They've been looking out of sorts here in the last few possessions.
So this is when they need to be patient and find a high percentage shot.
Bucket is good.
Wow, you don't see her make plays like that very often, but that was a nice move there for the basket.
Here's Alema. Pass to Burrell. Back to Plum. Here's Alema. Now Burrell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Drops in the layup for 2.
Nice work inside. Hard to get that one to go over the bigger defender.
Well, it was never going to be easy. A little artistry on the inside.
Call it maybe a Rembrandt.
McDonald, no good. So it's the Sparks now. Pass to Burrell. Aleman with it. And here's Burrell. Now Plum. High post try. Another one falls for the Sparks.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
They are just not backing off, and they're going to close this one out in style. What a surge.
Give them credit. It's just to finish this one off.
Past Alema. Back to Plum. Now here's Aleman. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Kelsey Plum.
She was one step ahead of the D in making that pass. Nice assist.
Six seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now here's McDonald. Shoots over Aleman. Indiana again missing. Outside Plum. And so it's the Sparks taking care of business in this one. And this one was all over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, but they never got it.
Yeah, I mean, they rolled to this one. They made it look simple and efficient performance at both the offensive and defensive ends.
That'll do it for our broadcast, everyone.